Hello everybody, welcome back to Perfect English with Alex. This week we are looking at phrasal verbs, some more phrasal verbs for you, all with the word come. I've already done a few other videos on phrasal verbs, so if you want to watch those ones after this video, click the link in the description to be taken straight to all of my phrasal verb videos. Phrasal verbs are so important when learning and speaking English. Don't let people trick you into thinking that using long, complicated, translated verbs from your own language make you sound really intelligent and really good at English. It actually makes you look a bit unnatural and a bit strange. So it's really important that you learn phrasal verbs if you want to speak like a native speaker. So this week, I'm teaching you 10 phrasal verbs with come. I'll tell you what they mean, give you an example, and then at the end of the video, you're going to have some homework to do in the comments. So make sure you hang around until the end to do the homework. Leave a comment with your answers and I will give you some feedback. And of course, remember to like and subscribe. But let's go. 10 phrasal verbs with come. First up is come about. This means happen or occur. So instead of using those words, use come about. Anytime a new opportunity appears in front of you, you can use this phrasal verb. So instead of saying, how did this project happen? You can ask, how did this project come about? You might think it's only a small difference, but to a native speaker, this sounds so much more normal. So really start using that phrasal verb today. Some more examples of come about could be, how did your recent promotion come about? So not how did your recent promotion exist, or how did your recent promotion happen? How did your most recent promotion come about? How on earth did this situation come about? Great phrasal verb to know. Number one is come about. Okay, number two is come across. This describes a person, the way they appear, the way they seem, the way they look. So it's the way we think about a person, not the way they are. Let me show you a few examples. Let's pretend I'm going to a job interview and I want to appear in the best possible way. I want to come across in the best possible way. So maybe I'll come across as angry. Maybe I'll come across as tired or bored. Maybe I'll come across as a happy and nice person. It's all about the way the person appears, the way they seem. So if you think about it, you really want to come across as happy in an interview. You want to appear happy, not angry. You don't want to come across as angry. And this is most often used when you're looking back at something that's happened before and you're thinking, maybe I didn't show myself in the best way. For example, I hope I didn't come across as rude when I spoke to her. I think he came across as a bit stupid in the interview. Yes, they come across as nice, but in reality, they are not. So these three examples are using come across to talk about the way a person looks, appears, and seems to be, not how they actually are. And this phrasal verb is used all the time by natives, so make sure you start using it. Okay, number three, come along. You might already know one of the meanings for this phrasal verb, to bring someone, to go with someone. Hey, come along to the party. But it has a second meaning, and this way is used a lot in the business environment. So it also means develop, improve, get better at something. Whatever it is, if you're improving, if you're developing, you can use this phrasal verb, come along. A bit like a chart with an upward trend. You're improving, you're coming along. Sales have really come along in the last 6 months. They've really improved. Your English speaking has really come along since watching Alex's videos. It's improved. You have come along so much since you joined the company. You've gotten so much better. So instead of using improve, develop, just use a phrasal verb, come along. It sounds so much better, so much more natural. And notice that they all have the word have in them. That's because it's the present perfect tense. And if you want to watch a video on how to use that, click here. But if you want to carry on with phrasal verbs, here's number 4. Come back, return. Nice and easy one. Come back means return to a place you have just been. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they use go and come interchangeably. Let me simplify it for you. Come is used to talk about the movement between the speaker and the listener. Come to me. Go is used to talk about movement away from the speaker or the listener. Go to the customer service team. They will be able to help you. So really stop confusing those words. And come back means return. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go out of the camera. Now I'm going to come back. Return. And when I talk about phrasal verbs, this is exactly what I mean. So many non-natives will use the word return instead of come back. So don't say return to me later when you have more time. Instead say come back to me later when you have more time. Nice and easy, nice and native. Okay, number 5 is come up against. And this means compete, battle, contest. So two people are competing for something. The problem is that battle, compete and contest, they're quite intense words. You don't want to say to your colleague that you're going to battle for a promotion or you're going to contest a promotion. This could sound a little bit weird to a native speaker. This is where you need to use a phrasal verb. Instead, use come up against. Let's check out some examples. England will come up against Croatia in their first match at Euro 2020. We will come up against our competitors in this new market. If you want to progress, you have to come up against the best opponents. So 3 situations there, all talking about battle, competition, but we're using come up against. So you can use this phrasal verb in so many different situations. Sports, competition, promotions, anything competitive, you can use this phrasal verb. So it's a really important one to know. Okay, number 6, come before. This describes something that's more important than something else. So this one can be a little bit tricky. Let me show you what I mean in an example. My family comes before everything. My family comes before anything else. My health comes before my job. In both situations, I'm saying that one thing is more important than the other. My family is more important than anything else. It comes before anything else. My health is more important than my job. My health comes before my job. It's also really important to remember that if you're talking in the third person, to add the S. So not come before, my family comes before anything else. My health comes before my job, because my family, my health are third person subjects. Liking this video comes before anything else. Make sure you like it now. Okay, number 7 is come up. Appear or present unexpectedly. So we're talking about something that appears or shows itself unexpectedly, like this picture. How did that come up? So if you're not expecting something and it appears as if from nowhere, you can use this phrasal verb. For example, I wasn't expecting this new promotion to come up, but as soon as it did, I applied. I didn't think this problem would come up, but now it has. Let's resolve it. So you can see here that come up is being used instead of appear, instead of create. So as a native speaker, again, it would sound really strange if you said, oh, this new promotion has appeared. So stop saying that, use come up. This new promotion has come up. Stop using these strange, complicated translated verbs and learn phrasal verbs instead. That's the secret to speaking perfect English. Okay, number 8 is come up with. And this is used a lot in business. In the business world, come up with is used all the time because it means produce or create an idea. So let's picture a situation where a whole team is in a meeting. They're talking about a strategy to move the business forward. They need a plan. Someone might say, we need to come up with a new strategy. We need to come up with a new plan. That's a perfect example of how this could be used. So it's not create, it's not design, come up with. Some more examples could be, how did you come up with that plan? How did she come up with this idea? So we're not saying create, come up with. Really need to know that one. Number 9, come around. I'm sure you've all been in a situation like this. Let's talk about number 9, come around. It's used when you change your opinion to what someone else thinks. You finally accept someone's way of thinking. Let's picture it. You have a friend who keeps saying, oh, I don't like curry. I don't like curry at all. No matter what you tell them, they just keep saying, I don't like curry. So you say, okay, Let me make you one of my curries and see if you still think that. You invite them over, you make an amazing curry, and they love it. They might say to you, you know what? That was really, really delicious. I've come around to your way of thinking. I've changed my mind and I believe you now. I've come around to your thinking. I like curry. So when someone starts off disagreeing with you and then over time they change their mind, this is when you can use this phrasal verb, come around. I used to think Ronaldo was the best footballer in the world, but I've come around to think that Messi is the best. You have finally come around and seen sense. Sandwiches are not the best food. In both of these examples, we're talking about someone changing their mind, changing their opinion from one way to another. So use the phrasal verb, come around. Okay, word number 10, phrasal verb number 10, come out. And this means become known. So let's picture a situation that's a massive secret. No one knows anything. Everybody's staying quiet about it. And then all of a sudden, everybody knows. The truth is out. It's not a secret anymore. So we might use it here. The truth came out in the end. The truth became known in the end. But don't say became known, say came out. Some other examples could be, there's no point in lying to her. The truth will come out. If we try to cover up this mistake, it will come out in the end. No matter what we do, it will come out in the end. Okay, so I've been through 10 phrasal verbs with come in this video. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate it. Now it's your turn to practice in your homework for this week. I've got a question here for you. I want you to answer the question in the comments for me. Leave an answer to this question in the comments. Let's see who can give me the best answer. What ideas have you come up with to help you improve your English? So remember, come up with is creating a new idea. What new and creative ideas have you come up with to help you learn English? I remember when I was learning Spanish, I used to write the Spanish word on a piece of paper and then stick it to whatever it was, the microwave, the oven, and that's how I learned Spanish words. A great idea I came up with. So let me know your great ideas that you've come up with in the comments. And don't forget, there is a link in the description to all of my other phrasal verb videos. Go and watch them now. They will really help you build your English fluency. They are need to know. But thank you all so much for watching. Do like, do subscribe, do share, and have a great day, everybody, wherever you are. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.